If I was an opposing player, Denver, Mile High is the last place I want to play a playoff game.
It's certain wins that you get that crank that fucking confidence up in the whole building.
I gotta ask how you feel about Riley Moss.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we might have to announce a change of the name of this show because it's always been the No Lie Zone. But Aqib, I think we might have to change it to the No Loss Zone. 8-0 on the show now.
Hey, man, we fucking cooking. Is it us, RK? I don't know. Is it us, though, bro? Hey, because since we started this shit, we've been streaking. You know what I'm saying? So it might be us, man. Hey, man, whatever it is, we ain't going to change shit.
You think they'll give us rings if they win the chip?
Hey, how I've been putting on for bullshit, I need a ring. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I've been out here advocating, hollering for my dog. So I might need a ring for real.
And we got a special edition of the show today. Super stoked to welcome in a fellow Super Bowl 50 champion with Aqib, a fellow member of the No Lie Zone, and the host of the Safety First show right here on YouTube. What is going on, TJ Ward?
What's up? What's up, gentlemen? How's it going, man?
My brother, hey, we getting to it, man. This our new world right here, bud.
Hey, look, I like it. Hey, look good, don't it?
Hey, they can't stop us, bro. Hey, y'all gonna fucking hear us now. Hey, y'all ain't playing locker room. Y'all gonna fucking hear us, bro. Simple as that.
Man, they need to hear us because there's a lot of guys out here don't know what the hell they talking about. So we gotta be vocal and let them know what's the truth and what's facts, man. If you ain't touched no pigskin, you really got little to nothing to say.
I can't listen to you if you ain't touched no pigskin.
I love it, guys,
in your
man.
adult.
It's great to have you on, TJ, and I can't wait to hear how you guys feel about what we witnessed yesterday. Denver Broncos knock off the Kansas City Chiefs, and to me, like, my reaction right after this one was like, all right, this shit's real now. Like, you know, you this team is undeniable. You cannot say one thing or another about them. And TJ, I'll start with you. Like, what was your instant feeling after that game ended?
Man, well-deserved victory. You know, they put the work in for the 3 quarters like they've been doing all season and let that thing be close in that fourth and just go win it. And that's what championship teams do. You win it. You win the one-score games when you have to, and that's the difference. This is a slight difference, but it's a major way. So, yeah, I mean, I was juiced, especially anytime we kick the Chiefs' ass, man. Can't stand it.
For real. I think TJ RK that the Broncos, they kind of figured they was a good team. You know what I'm saying? It was a big win in Philly. We had a big win in Philly. Colts Chargers game, we lost those games. You know what I'm saying? So the record still showed we was a good team. So Bub, no, TJ, no. It's certain wins that you get that crank that fucking confidence up in the whole building. And they told you this was the biggest game in Denver since the AFC chip and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. So it was a huge game for us. You lose it, you kind of be still on that same, well, we still 8-3. We still got a chance. You win that game, now it's like, all right, hey, we might be, hey, is we one of them? Like, it changed your mindset as a team. Now you know, shit, we could brace the Chiefs. We could brace Philly. We could brace anybody. You know what I'm saying? You go to start thinking like that. So, like you said, RK, shit got real for the whole AFC, man. I'm telling you. You don't want the Broncos to have the #1 seed. If you got to pull up to Denver and see about this shit, your ass in trouble, man. I promise you. And the worst part about it is Sean Payton, the team, Bo, the defense, they believe that shit now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the rest of the league too. Like you said, you got to come to Mile High. You already worried about the altitude, period.
Yep.
Right. We put the whole league, not just the AFC, on notice. Like, hey, man, we do not want to go to Denver. We do not want to play that defense. And they win when it gets gritty. And then even the ones that we did lose, you know, they could have been wins in gritty, gritty times. Should have been wins in gritty times. But, man, you don't want to come to Mile High in the playoffs, man. It's cold, that altitude up. You take a whole half to get adjusted. I just don't see, you know, a lot of teams finishing and have a habit of finishing. We do it every week. You'd be lucky to see a team do it once, twice, maybe 3 times. We do it every game. So we built for that type of environment. We built for that atmosphere. You know, it wasn't a playoff game, but it's about as close as you're going to get, like Lee been saying all week.
Right.
So, shoot, man, if I was an opposing player, Denver, Mile High is the last place I want to play a playoff game.
Hey, I said that last week, man. Hey, ask one of these teams, man, who do y'all want to see in the first round? See how many of these motherfuckers say Broncos. Yeah, all right. And then you see Bo play like that. Bo pull up, he play like that. They really like, shit. Well, Bo wasn't nervous in the pot. Bo ain't looked that bad this past week, did he? Because like I said before, he raises his game when it's time to raise his game. In the fourth quarter of games, it's time to raise your game. Versus the Colts, the Eagles, the Chargers, and the Chiefs, it's time to raise your game. You know what I'm saying? And you look at his games against all those opponents, man. So I'm telling you, man, boys don't want no smoke with this team right here in the playoffs, for real.
And to add to that, like, you have the injury to JK, which is another reason why Bo had to step up, and boom, you know, he goes out there and probably has his best game of the year. It's awesome to see. I'm curious what you guys think about this. In just what I would assume coming into this year, like the goal for this Broncos team was, hey, let's find a way to win the AFC West. And I think at this juncture of the season, going into this bye week, you kind of have to change the goal a little bit. It's not just win the AFC West anymore. Now the goal is to get the 1 seed.
It definitely is. But I definitely think it starts with winning the AFC West.
Of course.
It starts with winning the AFC West, but like you said, before the Chiefs game, it was we trying to get the AFC West. Now we 9-2 in this position. Like them goals change. Them goals definitely change. Now we like, oh shit, we probably could lose one more game and still get the 1 seed. Now we got to go 6-1. We got to come out the bye week 6-1. Let's go for this number 1 seed. So I'm telling you, man, the similarities between our team, bub, and this team is crazy. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
It's deja vu-ish, for real. Like,
telling
it's
you.
real deja vu-ish. Not even down to the Super Bowl being in the same spot. It's like, man, but to what RK was saying, man, you can't jump goals, right? You got to keep it, and that's why they so good. Sean Payton got them boys focused on one game at a time, one quarter at a time, one half at a time, and when that fourth quarter come, let's shine. Let's go do what we do. And they've been doing that one quarter, one half, one game at a time, and that's why they're so successful. Like, we don't hear the noise. Sean Payton's doing a great job of blocking out all the noise. Even Bo, he like, I don't even got social media. That's the best thing for a quarterback ever. And don't even get on this net. Don't listen to nothing. Matter of fact, turn your TV off. Focus on what we got to do. Block out the noise. And now teams is looking at us as the team to beat. Where before it's like, okay, we could beat Denver. I think a lot of teams came in all of those games like, okay, we could beat the Denver. There's nothing really special about this team. They getting lucky. Bo Nix isn't that good. But now we sitting 8-2, which you ain't got no much to say. And they praying on our downfall, which is cool. Just keep doing what we do. Like, we wasn't great mid-season Super Bowl year. We was just another team in the AFC. You see how that turned out.
I'm telling you, man, and probably like halfway through that team, I think we was maybe like 5-0 or something like that. The Packers was 5-0 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It was A-Rod and them. They was cold. That was kind of our game where, I know it was a little bit earlier, but they came in, we dominated them like that. We said, hold the fuck on, man. Hey, hold on, man. We might really win this fucking chip. Like, we might really, it cranked us up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then I think later on, our Patriots win at home. We like, oh, shit. Now, that was our game where we was like, oh, shit. Now we probably can get the 1 seed. If this happened, we can get that 1 seed. Like, so, man, it's you don't really change the goals, but how the shit unfold, the realistic situations become different. You know what I'm saying? That 1 seed is ours for the taking now. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
so
that 1 seed is important too, man. When we got that 1 seed, we was like, oh shit, for good luck. Like, good luck. Y'all gotta come here.
I'm telling you.
Patriots, y'all gotta come here again. We got healthy. That was the only thing that kind of derailed. I wouldn't say derailed us, but had us kind of skeptical of getting that 1 seed was the injuries. Like, damn, we done lost about 4 or 5 key players at key positions. But we got to hold the fort down, right? We took a loss late to the Raiders at home, which was after the division was sealed up or after the conference was sealed up. But nonetheless, like this team, you could tell they carry that confidence. And to put more into perspective, like them boys is a team. You could see they chemistry, like
Telling
they
you.
really out there riding for each other.
I'm
Like we
telling you,
was
man.
like, it ain't no one man show, no one man pony. Like, hey, next man up. Hey, we expect you to come and do the exact same thing the person who you came in for is doing. And if you were injured, you better get off that training table and get to practice. I remember having the high ankle sprain, leave and fan Vaughn. Hey man, when you practice, I'm like, bro, I just sprained my ankle last
Get
week.
your
Like,
ass
bro,
up.
you better get your ass to practice. Like,
Nah, for real.
that's the type of accountability you gotta have and shit. I got my ass back. We was doing everything we had to do, get everybody healthy. It was everybody else's responsibility to make sure our teammates was out there healthy. Hey, I'll pay for your rehab. Let's get the art man here. Let's
Extra
get,
stuff.
this acupuncture here. We gonna make sure
Everything.
everybody right.
Bro, I remember
I'm
talking
telling
to
you.
a guy at the Super Bowl. His name was like the Master Body Worker or something. He was doing
yeah.
like voodoo
Adam.
magic
Adam,
on you guys.
hey, we always though. Shout out to Adam, man, because I'm telling you,
Yeah, man.
hey, we always using him, man, and it was real, man. What he do kept a lot of us healthy, man. I'm telling you, it's real.
Absolutely, man. Speaking of that and teams overcoming injuries to players, I think that's one of the most underrated parts of yesterday's win. No J.K. Dobbins, no Pat Surtain, obviously no Alex Singleton, no Jonah Ellis is bigger than people think. Even no Nate Atkins. Like, to me, what does it say about a team, TJ, for them to be able to overcome all of that and win a game like that?
Man, it tells you that they well prepared first. Like, it's more than ability when you have a replacement, man. He got to come in with that same knowledge, same, preparation for that opponent. So first off, it says that, but then it just says, you got talent, you got depth. And Zaquan McMillan, man, he stepped up last 2 weeks in major ways. I know he was balling before, but you get some other guys that step up, you draft some players and kind of your role falls back a little bit. But when he called upon, man, he made 3 of the biggest plays of the game, the sack and the pick and the other sack. That was all scoring opportunities for the Chiefs. Every one of them. And that, man, look, that cannot go overlooked at all.
Definitely, man. It talks about like what TJ was talking about, how much of a team you is, because in our DB room, RK, we made sure everybody knew everything. K-Web, you better know what the hell going on. Brute, of course, Brute is a smart ass guy. He gonna know what's going on. You ain't got to worry about Brute not knowing what's going on. But like KO and just like young guys, Roll. Hey, how many times I stopped the meeting? But hey, Joe, take a break, roll, sleep, bro. Get your ass up, bro. You're gonna be out here getting roasted because it's woo. And then we gonna be trash because you trash. So we held each other accountable. We made sure everybody knew everything. You know what I'm saying? Chris will come in on a Wednesday. Hey, every time they line up like this, they doing it. Like, he making sure everybody know everything that he know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this Broncos team got that kind of gel. So when somebody go down, the next man could come up and he in tune to what's going on.
Yeah, straight up. Because when you was out lead with that ankle against the Raider game, I know K-Webb came in and made a few plays.
For real.
Like, big play. They pick on him. It wasn't no picking going on because he was prepared.
Exactly.
We won them games. Even, the Raiders wasn't great that year, but I was just watching that game last week, and I was like, man, look, I watch football every year, game in, game out. There ain't no defense making plays like we was making plays to win games. And I said the only thing this defense is lacking, if you call it lacking, is just scoring on them turnovers. But they're getting the turnovers, they're getting the sacks. They get some touchdowns on them, then them games will be, probably bigger, won by bigger margins, but they winning, so that's all that matters.
Right.
Speaking of that, well, hold on. Actually, there's a few things that stuck out to me in terms of how locked in this team is. There's multiple plays out there, and I'm sure you guys notice this, where Talanoa Hufanga sees a certain motion, a certain formation, and he's just screaming out like exactly what he's seeing. The other one is Alex Singleton on the sideline with the earpiece in, hearing the calls, taking notes. Like, that just to me says like, man, these guys are locked in. And then the last one is Chris Jones talking after the game, saying that 3rd and 16, that big conversion that Bo had to Cortland, Bo knew the play that the Chiefs were running, and he called out the protection. Like, all three of those is like, all right, these guys are not messing around.
Nah, they definitely not, man.
Yeah.
Afunga definitely, he locked in. He got that Chris Harris in him. You know what I'm saying? He see that motion, he gonna make sure everybody know it. You know what I'm saying? Some guys, you see that motion, you know what's coming yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, in game, you don't got that, let me tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? TJ and Chris used to be down there in that box, and they gonna let everybody know. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely got that going on for him. And that's a huge part, man, because shit, guys freeze up. You may know it all week when it happened full speed in the game. You just missed it. And if somebody scream it out, oh, hey, cut back zone, or you know what I'm saying? If somebody scream it out for you, it's right back to it. So that's huge, man. That's huge. And on that last play, Sean Payton is a genius, bro. He know what you gonna play and gotta have his situations. He watched these films. He had his extra 3 days to prepare for you. So he really get to break you down. And he know if I come out in this, if we go at this tempo, I come out in this, they gonna play this in this situation. And I guarantee you, he in Bo headset, like, hey, you gonna get man on this best matchup. Hey, do it just like we did it in practice. And that's why Bo told Frank, hey, you gonna get man, win it, I'm coming to you regardless. So that's how it looked, man. Just that confidence, that preparation, man, is real.
Yeah, it's you could tell it's pre-thoughts. You know, they got two options. They're gonna do this, and if they don't do this, it's off of that. Especially in third down, you don't got too many defenses you're gonna run in third down. You have a pressure, you have a zone, you have a man based off of the down and distance, right? You're gonna have a third and short and third and long. Third and long, you really don't have that many defenses you're gonna run.
Right.
So, man, that's just real prep. And the coach Sean Payton, like Lee said, man, he doing such a great job with Bo and that offense overall. But like, keeping Bo's mentality and his head just straight on what's the ultimate goal, right? Anything can happen throughout the course of this game. Don't you worry about it. We're going to be okay. And at the end, just go out and do what we practice, do what we prepare, because it's going to take 2-3 plays that really turn and make the game at week in and week out. So shout out to Sean Payton, man. He's doing a great job this year.
No, definitely. And then I just love the brand of football that Bo is playing right now, man. I actually think Bo and Jalen Hurts are playing the same style of football. Like, I may be able to throw this corner out and fit this in, but why? But why? I got the best defense in the league. Let me just play it safe, make sure this thing close. I'll fit it in when I gotta fit it in. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to be Superman out here every play. You know what I'm saying? They playing to their defense. I know my defense gonna hold it down. We'll try to run the ball. We'll stay with the run game, make the plays that we got to make, keep this thing close, make a couple throws in the fourth quarter to get us a win. And I love that brand of football, man. Not only because we won the chip doing it, you know what I'm saying? Not only that reason, but it's just a great way to play when you got defenses like that, man. I think, in my opinion, them the top 2 defenses in the league. I love Seattle defense too. But the Broncos, the Eagles, top 2 defenses in the league, they allow their quarterbacks to be safer. Like Brock Osweiler, just be safe, man. We know you might be able to, it's one-on-one with DT. You might could throw it. It's a 50-50 ball. Just check it down, bro. Check it down. Let's play some defense, bro. We got you. Like, you don't got to be Superman. And that's a brand. If our defense wasn't as good, Bo might have to make more plays. He might have to really throw it downfield and try to make all these throws and fit them in everywhere. But he don't have to. He believe in the defense. He believe in what Sean is preaching. And I just love that brand of football that he playing right now.
Yes, winning brand, man. You know what I say? I tell all these, if you can, be Jalen Hurts. If you can be Jalen Hurts, you can get to the Super Bowl. Be Jalen Hurts, or you're going to be Jackson Dart. He'll be watching a lot of football from the sideline. Like, every time they get these young quarterbacks, they want them to come in and beat Tom Brady right away. And you cannot do that. And then you be talking about, well, the quarterback is not this and not that. Well, it ain't his fault. You didn't do a good job as a coach, as a coordinator, preparing him and making him develop at a slower pace. They want all these guys to come in and be Jaden Daniels and win offensive MVP and get all these acknowledgments for having these wide open offenses and look at these motions and the shifts and all this. And hey, man, it's football. Run the ball, play defense and get the crucial first
Right.
downs, you win the game, man. And it's simple, man. Football is not hard. It's not
And
hard at
don't
all.
turn the ball over.
Don't turn the ball over. Don't turn it over. But if you want to be and stack your offense and don't give no payroll to your defense, then you're going to be a high-scoring team out of the playoffs.
I think I now understand how Brock and Peyton felt that year, like doing this show with you guys. I just got to not mess it up and let you guys do your thing.
Exactly.
And this is going to be great content. TJ, this has been awesome, man. We might have to do this again sometimes. Before I let you go, I got a couple quick housekeeping notes I want to hit on. One, if I have a member of the No-Fly Zone I'm talking to, I got to ask how you feel about Riley Moss.
Oh man, they need to get off my dog Riley Moss, man. They throwing unwarranted penalties on him, right? And when you get all them penalties as a corner, as a defensive back, you're gonna play a little more hesitant to be aggressive, and that's really taking some of his ability away. But other than that, man, I think Riley playing great. He be right there on every contested pass. The 2 pass interference and the illegal touching was arguably terrible calls. But hey, man, Riley, just keep going out there playing hard, brother. You be all right. You be straight.
For
Love
sure.
It. Next one. Do you have any stories that you can share on YouTube about Aqib that we need to know?
On YouTube.
Pay-per-view, goddamn.
Man, let me see. Shoot, man, but I believe stories, man, they be already out there, man. Let me see. I was gonna tell them just to that injury story, like I mentioned earlier, man. Just the accountability for Lee being like the leader of the defense, along with D Ware, man, just like making sure we was all practicing, ready to go. And if we could have I don't think players play through injuries no more, man. As soon as they get an injury, they want to sit down and call it a wrap, call it a game or whatever. But holding us accountable, whether we liked it or not, whether it called it. Here go one. We got in an argument on the sideline. I forget what game it was. It wasn't the Charger one. It was another game. Man, we got in an argument. Usually it's Chris and Lee going back and forth. We just let that go. We know they're going to go back. But me and Lee had got into it over something, but I was wrong. I was wrong as hell. I can't remember what game it was. But nah, just the accountability, man, and making sure that everybody was on the same page for sure.
For sure.
Awesome. Last one. I think this is the coolest thing for Broncos country, and there's a lot of different answers for it, but like, when people see Aqib rocking the Benito jersey or the Bo Nix jersey, like Chris is, repping the Broncos. So many people rep the Broncos. Like, not all of you guys played for the Broncos your whole career. So TJ, as another guy in this line, like, why have you kind of adopted Broncos country as your place?
Man, it is. It's the culture. Like once you come to Mile High, you get in the building, it's just different than anywhere else. Like I played in Cleveland before, played in Tampa, was in Arizona for a little bit, and there's no culture like Denver Bronco culture, man. Regardless of who the head coach is, the GM, it's something in that city. The winning, of course, we won a championship. So, but other than that, the alumni always come back regardless of what years they played. And it's a real brotherhood. Like I got a brotherhood with guys I didn't even play on the Broncos with.
Right.
Like Atwater and DJ Williams and Ruben Drones and guys like that. It's that Bronco culture, it's that pride we have, man. And we just want to see the next generation, the next group of players have that type of relationship with each other and win at that same level, man. So it's different than any other organization. I can tell you that. If you're a free agent, man, you want to get to Denver. And that was probably the best decision, not probably the best decision I made in my professional career for sure, hands down.
I love it. It's one of my favorite things about the Broncos, and it's so cool. And I also realized, as you were talking earlier, that you guys might have 2 Super Bowl 50 reunions in 1 year if the Broncos can get it done and get out to Santa Clara in February.
You feel me?
Hey, man, look, like Leaf say, it might need a ring too, another one. Hey, no, we campaigning though. Like, it's a lot of haters out there. There's a lot of Bronco haters for whatever reason. Hey, man, it is what it is, but we're going to campaign for ours, and especially if you're talking bad and don't know what you're talking about, we got to correct you.
Nah, and before Bub go, I don't know, I might be wrong, but I don't know if the former Broncos was campaigning for us like that when we was going. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit of hate, you know what I'm saying? It was, I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying? But it's still a little bit of hate out there from former Broncos. And I felt that same hate when we was doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they, you know how sometimes you win a chip, you kind of don't want the people after you to do as good as you did. You know what I'm saying? We not like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't like that at all. We ride with them guys. We want them boys to win a chip. Man, hey, genuinely riding with them guys and want them boys to win a chip. You know what I'm saying? I love Sean. I love what he do. I want him to get him another chip. You know what I'm saying? So we different, man. It's a new regime. You know what I'm saying? The guys before us, I ain't gonna say no names, but they ass still out there hating. You know what I'm talking. They still out there motherfucking hating. You know what I'm saying? Former Broncos, and they still out there hating. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that around here.
Yeah, man. Hey, he said it best, man. I seen a couple of them too. Ain't gonna name no names, but I think that go just to their individual issues. You feel me? So we gonna
Before you go, tell us a
that.
little bit about Safety First Show.
Oh yeah, Safety First Show. We here in studio, man. You know, I'm just talking ball, talking mess, talking Broncos, and shoot, whatever, a little NCAA. We're gonna talk a little hoop. So, man, it's highly entertaining. I say what I want. Most of it is facts, less opinion, like some of these other shows. But yeah, it is what it is. TJ Ward at Safety First Show on all platforms. I appreciate y'all having me too, man. I appreciate that.
For sure.
Of course. This was amazing. Thanks, TJ.
Appreciate it, my boy.
All right, RK. All right, Lee. Yep.
All right. Moving along here. I want to read to you some stats.
Yeah.
Real quick. So these are Patrick Mahomes' stats in the 2 head-to-head matchups with Bo Nix. 57 of 87 for 542 yards, 66% completions. That's 6.2 yards per attempt, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Now here's Bo Nix' stats in these games. 46 of 67, 510 yards. That's 69% completion, 7.6 yard per attempt, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. And people forget the last game, Bo did the exact same thing, leading the team down and putting them into position for a game-winning field goal in both of those games.
Hey, man, I can't say it no more, RK. You know what I'm saying? People want it to be 300-plus yards a game, 3 touchdowns, that Superman shit. But I ain't really into that, you know what I'm saying? I'm into making plays in the fourth quarter and winning games, you know what I'm saying? Winning football. I love how Bo is playing right now. He's playing winning ball, man. And you probably can do that with a lot of quarterbacks. Just throw his numbers up, throw theirs up, and they be like, well, you know, they had their 2-3 weeks where they wanted to hate on them and go crazy. But, hey, the numbers don't lie, man. The numbers don't lie, RK. They never do.
What did you think changed in the offense this week? Because it just had a lot more juice, a lot more kind of flow to it. And to me, I just felt like the team looked a little bit more fresh. Like maybe that 10-day break was really important for them.
I honestly think that they had a great game plan and they just rallied together, man. It's some of them plays could have been made for Bo down the field during the weeks where everybody was hating on Bo. If a couple of plays was made down the field, then that would have completely flipped the story. You know what I'm saying? It would have looked like he completed 4 out of 8 instead of 2 out of 8 downfield passes. So the story would have been completely flipped. So I think all that negative media, all that bullshit on the net made the offense rally together and kind of say, hey, it ain't just Bo shit. We got to block better. We got to run the ball better. We got to make plays for Bo. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like they rallied together. It ain't been bad to me. Honestly, man, the Raiders game was probably the worst one. But the conditions out there was crazy. But, man, it's been there. It's been there. We've been a few plays away from saying, that was a solid game. And this game, we just made those few plays, and now you come out. He still ain't throw no touchdowns, right? He ain't throw no touchdowns, but he ain't throw no picks. He just had, 260-some yards or something like that?
295.
295, you know what I'm saying? He up there, and he still did the same thing he been doing, making plays in the fourth quarter. Out of them 295, 85 of them was in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? In crunch time. So I feel like this whole season, it's been there in the fourth quarter, the most important quarter. We just got off to a better start, got points on the board, first 2 drives, and that kind of got the crowd involved, gave us that real sense of we finna beat their ass today. And I just feel like it wasn't nothing major. They ain't changed the whole offense, or they ain't changed the personnel, or Bo ain't take these master classes and now he's super comfortable in the pocket. Man, everybody just rallied around him. The O-line gave him an extra second and a half to throw the ball. And that's why he looked like he's more comfortable in the pocket, because he had no fucking pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Everybody just rallied behind that boy. And that's how it looked. That's how it looked right there. You can expect to keep on seeing that, because the offense, if the offense confidence was at a 6, that shit is at an 8 now. You know what I'm saying? They evolved as an offense after that game right there, playing against a damn good defense.
Did you see, speaking of rallying around him, did you see Adam Troutman's quote after the game?
First off, if you're talking shit about Bo online, you're a coward. Absolute coward. But just want to say that and guard him a little bit. But, I mean, it says a lot. You know, he blanks it out, and we talked about it this week. You know, we don't care what other people think. We know what we have in the building, and we know what he's made of, and we don't really care what people have to say. So, Dragon Slayer 69 with his 7-Eleven Slurpee in his mom's basement, I don't give a shit what he has to say, right? And Bo doesn't either. So, yeah.
And I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's something Lieb would have did. All y'all Bo haters out there, man, y'all can eat a you know what. You know what I'm saying? So I love how Troutman, let me stand up for him a little bit. Mine might have sounded a little bit different than Troutman, but I love that. Garrett Bowles kind of went in a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? So I love that, bro. That showed me great signs of a great team.
Yeah, and there's a report out from Jeremy Fowler from ESPN who said the Broncos saw Bo Nix with edge all week. He was upset with how he'd been playing. He heard the boos. He wanted to respond in the worst way and did so in what's a program building type win. And I think that's one of the reasons why these guys have his back so much. Like, they know how badly and all the work that he puts in and what he's capable of.
Right, man. True competitor, man. I've been around him. I seen him at work the few times I've been around the facility, man. And he remind me of them greats, man. It's square business. He see us, hey, what's up, man? Woo, woo, woo. Right back on to the work, what he's been doing. It's not a lot of play going on. He's the perfect guy to lead the team, man. It's square business. I love the edge that he walk around with. You know what I'm saying? It's serious, because this game means a lot to him, man. And I know if I played, man, I'd be all the way rocking with him, man. You won't be able to say shit about Bo. Lee was on the team for sure.
And you mentioned the balls down the field. He was 6 of 11 yesterday in passes of over 20 yards, which is a career, or at least a season high for him on those throws. And it just makes all the difference. And I said this on the postgame show. I think the throw to Troy Franklin to set up the game-winning field goal is the best throw I've seen him make in his career, given the stakes. Like, he had the throw against the Browns last year on the post. He had some crazy ones in that Bengals game.
Right.
But in terms of, like, the way that was not open, you know, the DB did a great job of covering that corner out, and he just throws it a little bit up the field, gives him a chance to turn around and make a play.
Right. He back shoulder the corner out, you know what I'm saying? And as a DB, RK, if I got perfect coverage on you and you back shoulder this corner route, it's almost impossible, man. I could play into you and stop a back shoulder fade. But if I'm running this way and you back shoulder that corner route, I'm kind of running away from you, it's almost impossible, man. So he threw a absolute dime. And the DB, Watson, he a great corner. But the one thing I always say, if you're playing press man, inside release, boom, corner route, you better not look for that ball. The quarterbacks in the NFL are just too good for you to look back for that ball. Like, if the corner route is the hardest throw to throw, you got to make it the hardest catch. Now, I got 35 picks in the league. Zero came on press man corner routes. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's just a ball that you don't intercept. If you look back for it, it's too easy for a guy like Bo to throw it back shoulder. If I'm looking this way and you throw it over there, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? So Bo just seen what position he in. If he would have been underneath, he would have threw it out. Oh, you even with him? I'm gonna throw it back shoulder. Bo knew he was going there, and he threw an absolute dime, man. You're right. His best throw of the year, man. It was second to none. The third down to Sutton was a damn good throw too. He worked the shit out that little cover 3, let him get in that zone, and bam, put it on his chest. That was a damn good throw too, but that was just a dig. That back shoulder corner out, that's a tough throw, man.
Unguardable for sure. And I think we need to, transition a little bit from Bo here and just give some credit to Vance Joseph and this defense. But
man,
coming into this game, Vance Joseph, since he came over with Sean Payton, was allowing 15 or 14 points a game to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in games they've played them. They scored 19, so maybe that's up to like 15 points per game now. But that dude knows how to put a game plan together to slow down that guy.
He do, and he got the personnel to do it, man. We for the most part, we ain't let Patrick Mahomes take over the game with his legs. We ain't let him do all that running around, and we ain't let him do all that. We let them guys get behind us early in the game, and he missed them. There would have been big plays, and he missed them. We can't do that. We can't let guys get behind us like that. But the pressure we put on them, the timely plays we made, man, and our third down plan, we was great in the red zone. Hey, Vance Joseph is doing it. He doing this shit, man. The last sack we got, he did the little overload blitz, boop. The slot, the nickel come free. Quan come free. Nobody there to block him. And we took away all the quick throws, you know what I'm saying? So we up on him. We took away the quick throws. So he wanted to throw it quick, but he couldn't throw it quick because we up on him. He got a free guy coming. We took away the quick throws. Man, that's Vance Joseph right there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody executing what they supposed to do, but that's Vance Joseph drawing it up and coming away with that sack. So you're right. Shout out to Vance, man. He playing absolute ball. His defense believing in what he's preaching, and it's written all over the game. It's written all over it, man. Yeah. Guys like Umfunga, man, it just seems like he a ball magnet. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere the ball is, he is. You know what I'm saying? So I love it, man. Nick Benito coming off the ball. He's so damn quick. I think he offsides like half the time.
Yeah.
You go rewind it, bro. Not offsides. He just quick as shit off that ball, man. So, hey, it's tough to deal with when you got the personnel and then you in your bag, how Vance is in his bag. Man, it's tough to deal with. Best in the league.
For sure. I mean, there was another one earlier in the game where Mahomes, they went under center on like 3rd and 2, and they were looking to the flat. All the flat was covered. He looks back, that's covered. And I think he ended up taking a sack on that one as well.
Or is that the one he threw it out to Smith, just like the ugly little back shoulder throw to Smith on the ground? You know what I'm saying? It might have been that one. That was another one where he kind of was nowhere to go. It's like 3rd and 2, nowhere to go because we took away the quick route. Then he just kind of tried to back shoulder like a flat wheel route almost, and it was nothing.
You're right.
That game plan was impeccable, man.
And you could tell how coached into them the game plan was, I thought, on the Q Robinson sack, because clearly they were talking about not getting out of your rush lanes, not letting him break the pocket. And so Q is like 3 feet away from Mahomes, but he's like inching his way towards him because he doesn't want to let him break his contain. And that I thought was a credit to the coaching staff.
And that was one too. Then one time Nick came around. He felt like he could beat him, so he kind of beat him around the edge. Mahomes stepped up, man. Nick spent out of it, got held, spent out of it so fast and ran him down like, oh, I fucked up the rush plan. Yeah. But hey, he had to shake back and run him down real quick. So man, hey, it was definitely coached into him, coached in their heads. And just because you coach it, don't mean guys gonna follow it. Guys get in the game and do bonehead shit, RK. You'll be surprised. But for them to execute the game plan, execute the rush plan the way they did, man, that says a lot.
All right. With the Broncos now holding first place in the AFC, I kind of want to take a little bit of like a look at the state of the league right now because it's pretty interesting. We're having a kind of like a turning of the tide year in the NFL, it feels like. And what's crazy, we'll start with the Chiefs. So the Chiefs are now 5-5. They are out of the playoffs as we speak.
Yep.
They're almost certainly going to be fighting for a wild card spot. But the last 2 teams in wild card spots right now are Jacksonville and the Chargers, and they both have something in common, which is that they beat the Chiefs.
Exactly.
So the Chiefs can't tie them, although they could get the second game from the Chargers and push it to another tiebreaker. But like, they're in some trouble.
They are definitely in trouble, man. I think at this point, they chasing the Chargers, they chasing the Jags, like you said. And with them teams having the tiebreakers, they need them teams to lose 2 games.
Yeah.
And if they lose 2 games, that's with the Chiefs not losing any more games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they got to win out. The Chiefs basically got to win out, and either the Chargers or the Jags lose 2 games. You know what I'm saying? And if the Chiefs lose a game, then they need the Jags to lose 3 games. And with that being said, man, the Jags got the Colts twice, and they got the Broncos in Denver. They gonna lose 2 of them games.
At least.
They gonna lose 2 of them games, you know what I'm saying? So for some weary reason, I think the Chiefs may be able to get this shit done, RK. I don't think it's the last we see. I think we go to Kansas City. If they beat us, I think it's gonna be fine, because I don't even fucking like streaks. I don't want to go into the playoffs on a damn 14-game win streak, RK, because that ain't the formula. You know what I'm saying? You get your ass popped like that. So I wouldn't mind if we went, let them show their hand. You know what I'm saying? We showed our hand. Now they gonna come back and react to what we did. They gonna show their hand, and then it set it up for if we seen them a 3rd time in the playoffs. Now we had an upper hand because they just showed their hand adjusting to what we did to them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think somehow, some way, the Chiefs pull this off. They beat the Chargers. They beat us at home. They got them 4. All the tough teams they play, they all in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? They play all them guys at home. I think somehow, some way, man, Big Patty, you know what I'm saying? He figured it out, and they come out and be a dangerous ass 7th seed. I think they go to New England. We gonna get the 1st seed because New England gonna drop a game, the Colts gonna drop a game, and we gonna drop 1 game. So we still gonna be the 1st seed, right? I think the Chiefs win it out. The Jags drop 2, they out of there. The Chargers make it. The Chiefs be the most dangerous 7th seed we ever seen.
Yep.
I think they go to New England, pop them 1st round. Then who they gonna have to play 2nd round?
See you in Denver.
We gonna have to see them boys again in Denver, man. It's only right. We ain't just gonna be able to beat them in the regular season and think we done with them, just like we did with the Patriots. We ain't gonna be able to just beat you in the regular season and think we done with you. We gonna have to see you when it count. And I think they're gonna have to pull up on us again. You know what I'm saying? For the 3rd time this year. Hey, we're gonna have something for their ass again. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have something for their ass again. So I just see it playing out that way for some odd reason. I just see it playing out that way.
I have to tap into this because you said the same thing that Benny said this morning, which is you don't like streaks. He was like, you can't be. I don't want to be going in on a 14-game win streak. Why?
No.
Why?
They meant to be broken, man. Streaks are meant to be broke, and when you play that winning brand of football, win. You bound to have a game where 2 of your passes just get wide open. But whoop, a hand get up and tip my ball. The balls just don't bounce your way. Tip up interception, 2 tip interceptions, or a muff punt, or just you bound to have that game where 3 to 4 things just go like, how in the fuck that happened type of games, and you lose off of that. So the longer that win streak is, the closer you are to a game that's going to end that win streak. You know what I'm saying? So just get the last loss out the way, man. I just don't like it. I never liked it. I don't know. You probably got to go back a long time till you see a team go into the playoffs on a 14-game win streak and then win the Super Bowl. Like shit, usually them teams get popped. It's just what it is. When the Patriots was damn undefeated, they make it all the way to the chip, then get popped. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't like it, man. I don't like it. A nice 4, 6 is the max. You know what I'm saying? 6 and under. Give me a 2-game, 3-game, 4-game, 5-game. At the max, a 6-game win streak going into the playoffs. And anything longer than that, I don't really want it.
How about this? Broncos clinch the 1 seed before the last game of the season, and then they rest all the starters and lose to the Chargers in the last game of the season.
Hey, look, see, that'll work too. You know what I'm saying? If we do win it out and we clinch, we rest them starters, get them last little L's out the way. But I don't really like. I'm not big on resting them starters neither. I'd rather us lose one and still have to grind it out all the way into the last game to get the 1 seed. So we don't stop that momentum. I want that momentum to be going. You know what I'm saying? While we going into the playoffs, not off of we rested week. You know what I'm saying? We rested our starters, then got the bye week, so our starters ain't played football in 18 days. I don't like that shit neither. You know what I'm saying? So hey, we did what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? Just let us go to I want our only next loss to be to Kansas City in Kansas City. Y'all go pop us. Show your hand. Come out the woodwork because y'all back against the wall. They got to win this game. So they got to master every game plan. If we going to beat the Broncos, we got to do this. Show your hand, baby. Show your hand. I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Show us your hand, and we'll know what to expect when we see y'all in the playoffs, man. So I want it to go just like that. I want us to have to see Kansas City again. It's only right, baby. It's only right.
These are the problems I like to have. Too many wins. All right, so the Colts and Chiefs play each other this week at Arrowhead. Obviously, the Colts have the tiebreaker over the Broncos for the top seed. The Chiefs are the Chiefs. Who should people be rooting for?
Hey, they could be rooting for whoever they want, but shit, I think when a team back is against, the more a team who got hope still, the more your back is against that wall, usually that team come out scrapping and playing harder and they have a more locked in week. So it's a little room for error with the Colts. You know what I'm saying? They can afford to lose a game. They still in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? The Chiefs can't. So you're going in a hostile environment. The fans are being highly involved. I think the Chiefs come out and put on a nice performance in Arrowhead and win that one.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. I think I'll be pulling for the Colts when I'm watching the game.
Yeah, me too. Me too. If the Chiefs just go ahead and lose a game or two, if they lose one more game, I would say they damn near out of there. If they lose 2 more games, they for sure out of there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to for sure be pulling for the Colts. I'm rooting for the Colts. Let's go ahead. If we can knock him out, let's go knock him out. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm definitely going to be rooting for the Colts let's go ahead and get them as many losses as we can.
If the Chiefs weren't in the playoffs, what AFC team would quote unquote scare you the most, or who was would be the most dangerous?
If the Chiefs, they out of there, right?
Yep.
If somehow Pittsburgh fall off and they let the Ravens slide in, they always dangerous just because the makeup of their team. They a fucking dangerous team. The Patriots, man. I think the style of playoffs, the style of football that they play, man, you could just see Mike Vrabel written all over their team. You know what I'm saying? They stopped the fuck out the run, and they got a lockdown corner their damn self who you don't want to throw the ball against. You know what I'm saying? And Drake May is playing lights out right now, man, working the shit out the pocket, super accurate. So, and they got a number 1 receiver, and shit, they young running back is starting to be more explosive every game. You know what I'm saying? So I love how they play football as well. Just they style of play is real hard body, is real physical, is real Mike Vrabel-ish, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. So the Patriots would be dangerous. If the Ravens slide in, that's why I'm hoping the Ravens just drop one of these games y'all not supposed to drop, man. If we can get the Ravens out and the Chiefs out, we'll see the Patriots in the NFC chip. We'll serve everybody else, RK. We serve everybody else.
All right, a couple quick hitters here before we go to the mailbag. Who is the best 3-loss team in the NFL? You've got Buffalo, the Chicago Bears, the Green Bay Packers, and the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, I don't know if I believe in the Bears yet, man. They schedule been light. These next 7 games tell us a lot about the Bears. They schedule finna get real, and I honestly can see the Bears going 2-5 in these next 7 games and not even making the playoffs, honestly. So Bears out of there. Seattle, I love Seattle top offense. They got a top defense. But Sam Darnold is just going to do Sam Darnold things, man. The bigger that game get, he's going to give the ball away. You know what I'm
4
saying?
picks yesterday.
Man, he just find a way to get a ball away, and his defense play lights out and still give you a chance to win at the end of that game. That's crazy. Yeah. So I feel like Sam Darnold in Seattle, they up there, but he's going to get that ball away. Who else was it? The Bills.
Green Bay and Buffalo.
Green Bay, they got a nice-ass defense as well. But them losing Kraft is major to me, man. That's like us losing Sutton. That's like the Chiefs losing Kelsey, like or Rashid. Like your number one target, man. It's hard to play offense when in March, April, May, June, July, you've been preparing for this guy to be the number one target, then boom, he gone. It's hard, it's too hard to adjust to that, man. So I see they offense struggling as they've been struggling since he ain't been there. I see they offense just struggling, and I don't see no light at the end of the tunnel for them. Good as that defense is, they gonna struggle without that number one target. But still, they got defense. And Buffalo, they got Superman. If he play like Superman, they'll score 40. But at the same time, their defense gonna give up 30. Out of all those teams, if it was a 4-team tournament right there, I might ride with Seattle, man. I might put the money on Seattle and bank on Sam not turning the ball over. I don't know how I could do that, but I would ride with Buffalo, but I can't ride with the worst defense out of all the teams you named. They the worst defense out of all of them, so I'm never going to ride with that. You know what I'm saying? So I have to say Seattle.
All right, 4 lost teams. You got Steelers, Chargers, Jags, Bucks, Niners, and Lions.
Oh, shit. Man, if I had to pick one of those teams, man, shit, if it was all indoors, I'd pick the Lions. You know what I'm saying? But you get the Lions outside, and they just a totally different team when they play in that little frigid weather. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Hold on. Say them one more time, RK.
Steelers, Chargers, Jags, Bucks, Niners, Lions.
Man, I'm gonna go to Steelers, man. I'm gonna go to Steelers, man. I'm telling you, I love how the Steelers play football. They come out in 13 personnel. You come out in your big people package. Whoop, they get in the 11 personnel formation and make your ass play real football. Then you let Aaron Rodgers decipher, oh, they in zone. Oop, I'll throw it quick. Oh, y'all in man, he find a mismatch. You know what I'm saying? So I love how Arthur Smith and Pittsburgh play that football, man. How they attacking guys right now. They score in the red zone, too. They amazing at scoring in the red zone. So I like what they doing on offense. It's not super explosive, but it's a winning brand of football. You know what I'm saying? They run the ball. They need to run the ball a little bit better. And I think they really have a winning brand of football on offense. And on defense, I think as we go on, they'll get better and better. They already simplified the defense a couple weeks ago, and they take that fucking ball away. You know what I'm saying? Two takeaways, 2 touchdowns this past week. When you get guys like Ramsey and Slay and Porter and Highsmith and Watt and Pat Queen and the young guys, Payton, man, you put all those guys on the field together, Sawyer, a whole bunch of playmakers on the field together, a whole bunch of pros. They find a way, man. They hold each other accountable. They meet extra long. They make sure guys ain't sleep. They do like we did. They make sure everybody on the defense know everything because anything can happen. So opportunistic defense like that, with those kind of vets, man, I think the bigger the game, the better they play. You know what I'm saying? So I'm riding with Pittsburgh.
All right. Let's move into the mailbag now. We have a lot of great questions from our amazing listeners. And quick shout out, man. The response to the show has been so cool. So many people out there saying this is their new favorite show to listen to.
Oh, good.
You guys are blowing up the comments on YouTube every week. We appreciate, and I read every single one of those. So appreciate you guys.
Yes,
so
sir.
Just a quick shout out to the fans. We love hearing from you guys. Emma, could you bring up the first question?
Oh, I can't bring up graphics on this.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
No, you're good.
All right, I'll go. First one here comes in from John Reed. He says, what are the chances VJ is still the DC in 3 months? How much does he desire a second shot versus being able to focus on where he's been best? Also, is there any chance the ownership cuts him a fat check to stick around?
I think it's a great chance that he stick around because, it's how many head coaching jobs going to be available? First of all, I don't think it's going to just be a ton of them available, right? It's going to be a few. And the Giants, of course, Atlanta. I hope they don't fire my dog Ra, but it's going to be hard. I see him maybe getting rid of Ra. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta, it's not going to be that many jobs available. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, he already had his head coaching job opportunity before. It didn't go so good. Those guys kind of be on the back burner. They'll go with a new guy or a guy who had some success doing it before they go with a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think his name will get thrown around. But ultimately, I think, you know what I'm saying, he don't get the nod. I don't think VJ get the nod. Not yet. He got to put a couple of these together, a couple more of these together, and then he'll be closer to getting the nod. So I think he will be around next year, man. If he don't get a head job, I think, why would you lead this defense? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might take a small pay cut to up my resume some more, staying with this core of guys, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think we got to worry about VJ, man. Most of the new head coaches now have been these young wizard offensive guys, you know what I'm saying? Clint Kubiak, I think he's going to be one of the next guys who get a shot for real, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Clint doing his thing. But it's some young offensive-minded guys. That's the wave to me right now, you know what I'm saying? So I think they get the shot. They get the shot before VJ.
Yeah, well, and this is maybe the number one advantage of having the richest owners in the NFL is there's no salary cap on coaches.
Exactly.
So you could give him head coach money to just be the defensive coordinator. And, don't forget that Vance went to college at CU.
Right.
He's spent a lot of his life in Colorado. Like maybe he just wants to be a great defensive coordinator who makes really good money and gets to stay home.
And I mean, it's hard to leave a situation like this, man. You got this core of guys, man. Don't look like nobody really going nowhere for real. Look, man, you could do this thing for a few years in a row. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, it's gonna be tough to lead this situation. I promise you that.
Next one comes in from Nick. He asked a little bit about what drew you to sign with Denver, but I like this part of the question the best. What's your best non-football memory of your time in Denver?
Oh man, my best non-football memory is probably a Halloween party we had, man. When I tell you we fucking crushed it, me and the wifey, I came as Willy Wonka, you know what I'm saying? She came as one of the what's the little green things? What's they?
The Oompa Loompa?
The Oompa Loompa. She came as the nice, sexy Oompa Loompa, you know what I'm saying? TJ came as Macho Man. Chris came as like he came as like a pharaoh or something. Like K Webb came as Tupac, killed it, you know what I'm saying? We really put time and energy into these costumes, man. And the wives, the guys, man, we had a fucking amazing time. That's probably one of the best team parties I ever been to, man. So I'll never forget that Halloween party we had. That was dope as hell.
That's great.
I killed them with that Willy Wonka though. I'm talking about. I ain't do no regular. I call LA Vey. That's where everybody get their suits made at, right? The LA Vey, LAV, whatever you call it. Everybody in the league gets suits from them, custom suits, right? I hit Chandra. You know the Willy Wonka, I need that real custom. I want it to fit just like his shit fit real nice and neat, the exact colors. Man, they made me the Willy Wonka, man. My Halloween costume cost about $2,000, RK. Crazy.
Jeez.
Put the top hat on and the wig. Hey, I killed them out with it. I gotta send you a picture of that shit, man. We went
I was
crazy.
Gonna say, I'm sure we gotta find a picture
of
this.
for sure.
And throw it up. I don't know if I ever got to thank you for this. You turned me on to one of my favorite restaurants in Denver to this day, which is Hop Alley.
Oh yeah. I know, I love that. That's still a. I used to eat there so much, RK. Crazy.
That
crazy.
Spicy chicken. Ooh,
that's one of the spots. That's one of the spots for sure.
All right, next one from Colin. He says, how big of a priority is it to retain Jaquan McMillan this offseason. He's been massively under-discussed this season, and he is balling.
He is balling. He is balling. But I honestly think he's balling so much, I don't know if we're going to be able to afford him. You know what I'm saying? Yep. We draft a young guy. He better be taking notes because that could be his role next year. You know what I'm saying? I think he got the movement. He don't got the knowledge that Quan got. You know what I'm saying? But I think Quan is going to earn himself a bag. He's playing so damn good. He's going to earn himself a bag. And I don't know if the Broncos going to be able to give it to him, man. So we're going to hate to lose him. But hopefully he get a chip first, and then he go get his bag. Because, man, you're right. He playing out his mind. And, man, he deserve it, man. How can you not tell a guy to go get his bag? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's going to deserve it. And how they giving out money these days, how important this nickelback is these days. One of these defenses who are one guy away and can afford him, they going to come get him.
Yeah, and I mean, from a roster construction standpoint, like this is one of the reasons why you drafted Sade.
Exactly.
Is probably because you knew that you weren't going to be able to pay a lot of money to Jaquan.
Exactly. So he just better be taking notes, man. Sade, you better be taking notes, brother. That could be your role next year, man. It's make sure you locked in. I know you're on the outside a little bit right now, but make sure you pay attention to that nickel spot, man. It's a real spot. Ask Chris Harris. It's a real needed position in the league, and you can make your hay in that slot. You know what I'm saying? You got the movement, you got the size, you got the physicality to do it. So, hey, learn from Quan, man, for real.
All right, next one's from Blaze, who says, Idaho Rancher here. Real simple question for Lee. Have you ever ridden a horse or been around cows? Feel like you have big rancher energy. Then yeah, LFB.
Rancher, so if I was in that world, I think I would be more like a farmer than a rancher, right? Farmers is you grow the crops and stuff, right?
I think so.
And the rancher is more like the animals and stuff part of it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be more of a farmer, RK, because I don't do the animals, man. Hey, I got animal phobia. Like me and birds, I don't do birds, man. I grew up in Trenton, New Jersey, where the pigeons was fucking bullies. You know what I'm saying? I remember a couple of stories, me walking through downtown, me and bro, and it's like a group of pigeons right there. You know, you think the pigeon's gonna get out the way. Shit, they make you they make you get out the way, okay? So I got animal phobia, man. I've been chased by dogs in the hood growing up, man. I can't imagine being around a big ass horse. That's just like a overgrown dog look to me. Hey, I don't really do the animals, bro. So no ranch energy over here, man. Farm, I grow them crops now. I grow the fuck out them crops. I ain't fucking with the animals though. No.
It sounds like everything was a bully where you grew up.
I'm telling you, man, it was rough out there, RK.
You ever seen the video of Eric Berry with the horses?
Yes. I feel him too, man. Cause hey,
oh hell no, they go that horse. I don't with that horse. Huh? That horse. I wait till the horse pass. I don't mess with horses, bro.
I mean, I want to be like that far away. I could deal with them, but I don't want to be up on them and ride them and trying to get on them, and I don't want to raise them and take care of them all like that. I got a dog, man. Just give me a little dog, man, a pit bull or something, man. I'm good with that.
I love it, man. All right, last one here because it's a classic. It's a classic debate from our Broncos show, and so Mile High Memories asks, "Does a straw have one hole or two?"
It definitely has two holes. You know what I'm saying? It's two holes because if I cover up one side, I still can put a spitball in this hole. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't cover that side, I could put a spitball in this hole and a spitball in this hole. So that's two holes. You feel me? It don't matter how it come out. I just feel like what makes a hole is the entrance of it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm like this, this is two holes. If I'm like this, this is two holes. It's two holes on both sides. So I'm two holes for sure.
Is this a question, or is this mailbag or relationship advice again?
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Two holes for sure. You know what I'm saying?
He says that he thinks it's 0 holes. He says it's just a tunnel with 0 holes, but I think that's
a tunnel has a hole in it, don't it? How do you enter the tunnel?
That's what I said. You got to
Like,
start somewhere.
Yeah, you got to go inside the tunnel, right? So I feel like if it's an opening, that's a hole. No matter if that's opening and it's another opening, that's like a beaver or a groundhog or something, right? Dig into the ground, it made one hole, and then it pop up on this side. So it's like it's 2 holes, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. You have me convinced.
You gotta be.
This has been great, man. This was awesome. TJ really set the table for us today.
Yes,
so
sir.
We thank him for joining us.
For sure.
Aqib, this was awesome. Broncos keep winning. And we know for a fact that we are going another week without there ever being a loss on this show because there won't be a game, but there will be a show.
Better believe it.
So we will see you next week on the No Lie Zone. Thank you, guys. We'll see you soon.